Hi everybody. So today we're going to be talking about a condition called Naegleria fowleri, and you've probably never heard of this, but when it causes problems, it makes the news, and it makes the news internationally because this is a pretty bad thing to get. So it's better known as the brain-eating amoeba. So let's talk about how this thing works. Now, in the winter, these things live in fresh water. So what happens in the winter is these usually go into a type of cyst, and they just lay dormant throughout the winter. In the summer, when the temperatures start to increase and the water increases in temperature, these will start to come out, and now they're in the water. These are only found in fresh water. So you're going to get these from lakes and ponds or pools that are not chlorinated, right? So what's going to happen now is a person's going to jump into a pond or a lake or a pool, and this is going to come up into the nose. It's only going to cause problems if it comes up into the nose. This does not cause problems if you drink it because your stomach acid will kill it. It's also not contagious, so it can't go from one person to the next. But now it's going to get into the nose, and it's going to do one of two different things. One, it may attach to the lining of the nose, which we call mucosa. If it does that, it's basically going to start trying to eat red blood cells that are in your mucosa. Your immune system normally is going to find out it's there, it's going to attack it, kill it, and get rid of it. The second thing that may happen is your immune system may notice that's there right away, attack it, and then flush it out in your body and never even gets to attach to the mucosa. That's two things that can happen. Unfortunately, sometimes the immune system may miss this altogether. And the reason it may miss this is one of the things they think is because this is a eukaryotic cell, meaning it has a nucleus and it has organelles just like all the other cells in your body. So therefore, your immune system may think it belongs there. So what can happen now is this can start to make its way up to the brain. Now, they're not quite sure why it decides to go to the brain, but they think it may have to do with something to do with acetylcholine, which is a neurotransmitter that helps your muscles move. But anyways, it's going to come up to here. Now, if you notice, I have this brown layer right here, right, or this golden layer. This is the base of the skull. We have openings above your nose in the skull, and this is called the cribriform plate. Now, passing through the cribriform plate, we have nerves called olfactory nerves. And the olfactory nerves are going to help you smell. And then all those nerves are going to come together and make their way to the brain. So what's going to happen is this Naegleria fowleri will make its way through the cribriform plate, and it's basically going to stay between the axons that are up in here to avoid detection from the immune system and make its way to the brain. Now, once it's in the brain, it's going to do two different things. It's going to start eating the brain. It's going to start eating something called astrocytes, and it's going to start eating just the nerves themselves, right? So this will lead to an immune response. What's going to be the first symptoms is normally people get headaches, they get fevers, and they get chills. That's not too specific. This is most likely to occur in kids who are not immunocompromised. It can occur in immunocompromised kids, but most of the time people think that you have to be immunocompromised in order for this to cause problems. That's not the case. They just don't know why it misses this. So now we have a kid or a teenager who has jumped into the water and they're starting to experience these symptoms a few days later. Those are not very specific symptoms. So parents usually don't take their kids to doctors if this is all they're experiencing, right? So eventually what's going to happen though is, like I said, this is reproducing and it's eating the brain. And all the new ones are going to start eating the brain too. So within a few days after that, the child's going to start to experience things such as seizures. They may get droopy eyelids. They may get mood swings. They may want to sleep. They may get speech impediments. They may have vision problems. It could be any type of thing that's affecting the brain. The bad thing is, by then it's usually too late because they're going to bring the kid to the doctor then. By then it's usually too late. This has a 97% death rate. It has a 97% death rate, and death normally occurs in about 2 weeks. Now, how do you prevent this? If you're going to be jumping into a pond or a lake or into a pool that doesn't have chlorine, hold your nose or get a nose plug and keep this Naegleria fowleri from getting in there. But like I said at the beginning, most people have been exposed to this and their immune systems take care of it. They're just not quite sure why in some people it doesn't. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. and we will catch you next time.